Ladies and gentlemen, the Greater Metro Junior Hockey League proudly presents to you the Bradford Rattlers and the Almaguin Spartans. The starting goaltenders for tonight's contest for the Bradford Rattlers in goals, number 29, Dylan Christie, native of Winston-Salem, North Dakota, or North Carolina, I should say. And for the Almaguin Spartans, it's number 31, it's Steven Squilante, native of New York, the 19-year-old, with a goals against average of 4.3, a save percentage of .883. Dylan Christie coming in with a 2-1-0 record and a 3.65 goals against average here tonight. Tyler Baxter trying to make the first play for the Rattlers, and that hot shot just went wide of Christie. Nugamanov able to rink it wide. Boystrom center is able to dump that one in. Roman Orkov left it for Tyler Baxter, sliding across for Orkov, so Wade couldn't intercept it. So Stemper is going to leave it over for Nugamanov into the corner. Baxter had to go off of his skate, and so Orkov has pinned up against the net, and so Sleznyov will try to get it down while losing his footing there, and another shot from the Spartans coming in on goal to Christie, and so that's two early shots on goal by the Almaguin Spartans here tonight early. Dylan Christie hasn't started many contests for the Bradford Rattlers this season, but they're going to throw him in here tonight against the Almaguin Spartans, who are just coming off a 4-game losing streak. Trying here tonight to not make it 5 in a row. It's Jussi Helenius. Forechecked on Keller, who's unable to clear the zone. That shot from the line came from Jacob Goaltender. Jerome Jaggy, former Bradford Rattler himself. That hot shot there by Keller was stopped there by Squilante. Jaggy trying to pin it up against the boards, and he'll do so. It's Justice Stewart coming back in. Okenov's shot there handled up by Christie, and no further play with 18:50 to go here in the first. Jerome Jaggy, number 25, native of Switzerland, formerly a Bradford Rattler for a few games here early in the season before being dealt to the Almaguin Spartans. He dons number 25 in white for their team here tonight. Hard guy to miss. Only 20 years old, 6 feet tall. Malcolm Verlander had it knocked away by Poskin. Shot from the red line. Got into the Rattler zone. A hit behind the play thrown there by Bunzeniks. Justice Stewart trying to fork it back into the corner. He did so. Gagnon hit there by Borisov, 27 in green. Artem Borisov, the upstart Russian here for the Bradford Rattlers, who has had quite a middle half to the season for the Bradford Rattlers. That's a nifty drop pass. Nearly found Bunzeniks, couldn't connect. Borisov into the corner. He'll try to lay it to his backhand to the blue line for Vargas, but it's picked off there by Stickens. I beg your pardon, that's Poskin back in for the Spartans. His shot stopped by Christie. It's loose in front for Gagnon, trying to tie up the stick of Melander in front. Spartans trying to pry it free as Gagnon is still harassing Nugamanov there, just trying to get that puck out. Mayorov unable to do so. A good keep in there by 15 in white. That's Justice Stewart. Melander getting hurried into the corner. He's going to make a play for the Spartans are hounding the Rattlers in the defensive end. Gillian, 18 in white, made a pass over. It's Johnston, got it across. Pachertson giving it for his Van Dyke pass just out of the reach of Bryce Furman, and icing will be waved off. Christie out of his cage to play it. Vargas, 15 in green. Made a pass for Benjamin Durarium. That pass got as far as center court, slapped back in by the captain of the Spartans. That is Gustav Stickens. Roman Orkov will send a waist-high rattle around attempt off the boards, and so Durarium through center. The right side of center will dump in. Bunny will lay a hit on Stickens before it comes out of the zone by Ilya. The captain of Stickens races up to it at center. Will give way to the blue line. It'll get dumped in on goal to Christie. He'll make a play for Baxter right in front of the net. Picked off there. Ilya a shot. Never got on through to the net. Turnaround fire after shot by Bryce Furman. Dylan Christie, early to this contest, hasn't played in many contests for the Rattlers this year, like we said, but he's being tested very early here tonight against this lower seed Almaguin Spartans, who are coming in tonight with a 4-game losing streak. The Rattlers coming in with a 12-game winning streak. Orkov a fake check that allows an easy outlet for a dump-in. Baxter pinned it around. It's picked off by alternate captain Jaggy. Former Bradford Rattler this year. They drop it further back into the corner. Jaggy on the returnaround pass. Couldn't quite get it. Nugamanov, an outlet pass for Sleznyov. This line here with Stemper started this contest for Team Green. A centering feed looking for Stemper. Couldn't quite connect here for the Bradford Rattlers. Roman Orkov laid it across for Richard Kuchma. Aaron Stemper Weaving his way through, Selesnyov a nice pass, and he found Stemper. Stemper overskated the puck, but it gets back to Selesnyov, back for Aaron Stemper, native of France. Stemper is 14 in green, into the corner, laid a pass back along for Nugamanov. Got it back to Stemper, his hot shot blocked in front there, rebound attempt there for Nugamanov, just screened wide. Rotzkov, hard pass to the blue line, and it's Kuchma again, looking for a redirection in front, never quite got it. Save there for Steven Squilante with 15:42 to go here in the first period. Isaac Carlson, while unable to the face-off, a pair of 10s going on. William Gagnon will be waved out of face-off zone. Justin Stewart line didn't think the face-off couldn't win it back. It's Vargas getting it further deep into the corner. Isaac Carlson rimmed it around for Anderson, moving it for Carlson with a high slot, couldn't quite get it, and a clearing attempt did not get over by Spencer de Vanderland. Puck flittered up and out of play here against the Almaguin Spartans. 15:28 to go here in the first period. Looks like we're going to have a penalty coming up to the Almaguin Spartans. It's Spencer Vanderven. Bradford Rattlers with the game's first power play here tonight, here in the first period. Blake Anderson line will start at a center zone win. Carlson just trying to scream it back in front. He got it to the blue line to Kuchma. Kuchma, cross pass for Carlson. Touch to Keller. Now Kuchma screaming it towards the goal. Stopped by Steven Squilante, and he will cover. The Almaguin Spartans this year, their penalty killing sitting at 77%, and the Bradford Rattlers power play very impressive, 26% on the year. Bradford Rattlers, of course, lead the league in goals scored. When takes a line into the faceoff, he's able to win it on back to the blue line. It's Richard Kuchma. Kuchma got it over for Blake Keller. Keller across now for Kuchma again. He'll walk it across to Carlson. Carlson further back to blue line. Kuchma fake the shot. Keller takes the shot, and it's blocked in front there, and look out. Player for the Spartans got that shot right in the face. Exactly sure what player for the Almaguin Spartans went down, but that was a one-time shot by Blake Keller. He, of course, one of the most dangerous shooters in the GMHL. Possesses a rocket of a shot. That's the price you're paying for blocking the shot. Thankfully, the player down does wear a full cage and leaves. That's the captain. That's Gustav Stickens shaken up for the Almaguin Spartans. Horrible sight to see, but it does look like skating under his own power right now. Still power play for the Bradford Rattlers with a minute 33 remaining in it. 15 minutes to go exactly here in the first period. Early on, it's been all Almaguin Spartans so far, getting them better opportunities here early in the first period against goaltender hasn't played that much in this season in Dylan Christie. Another face-off win. Anderson, another shot blocked by the Almaguin Spartans. It's Keller again, further back down low. Bunsen makes a backhand try, he scores! Anders Bunsenix, it's a power play goal, and the Bradford Rattlers are off and running. Almaguin Spartans started this contest fairly well. It takes one opportunity on the power play for the Bradford Rattlers to get the game's first goal here tonight from the BWG in Bradford. And let's see if the Almaguin Spartans can continue their offensive pace early against the Rattlers here tonight. It's Roman Orikov being forced into the corner. Steal away by Aaron Stemper. Elevated it across through center to Nugamanov. Nikomanov can work it back to the opposite, wherever Lesniov can back in it further in. Justice Stewart tied up his man, so behind that it comes to Nikomanov, centering feed looking for Lesniov, couldn't connect on him. Kazimov able to skate it out for the Almaguin Spartans, pass through center, went away from Bryce Furman, and he will race after Tyler Baxter into the corner. Baxter threw it across to Orkov's way. A quick touch to Stemper, who was hounded there in front by Ilian before he can slap it back in against Dylan Christie, who was unable to handle it. So Lesniak, 91 and Green, can take it for the Bradford Rattlers. And if a Rushna can weave his way through into the zone, and he still has the nice move by Lesniak. Threw it to the back end. David Majericek racing out there and throws a big check on Stewart, but it looks like Majericek got the worst of it. Richard Kuchma back across. It's Majericek back on his heels now. Majericek through center. He shoots and scores! David Majericek did it himself through the hit. Scores the goal, and the Bradford Rattlers lead 2-0 here. 13:33 to go here in the first period. Anders Bunzeniek's picking up his 13th goal on the year, and the Bradford Rattlers are coming back in for more. Nice move by Borisov. Shoot! Stopped by Squilante. .25 to go here tonight in this first period. And I know the score clock doesn't really line up to the exact time that we have here tonight. First time testing of this kind of score clock countdown here, so definitely still a work in progress, just trying to fill up the kinks as we go along. Bunzeniek's unable to pull it back, and so it's a clearing attempt touched up by Justice Stewart, rather. And so icing will be waved off as you see Majorov getting pinned up back behind the net, and some play now for Ilian. And then Gagnon just surveying the scene as you see Vargas try to pry that puck free. Borisov touched, and it's Bunzeniek's again. Bunzeniek's able to leave it across, try to punch it towards the net, couldn't do so. That slapped out of the zone, handled by Vargas, and relayed back to Majorov. Off the bank, unable to connect with Borisov, but it got touched up in front. Kazimov made that one-touch pass, and so skating back in is Bodelanger. Don Jerome Jaggy, of course, the former Rattler. His screaming shot just went wide. Dylan Christie, 29 in goal for the Bradford Rattlers. Thought about touching up that puck. He's a very large man, sitting at 6'4". Only 17 years old for Dylan Christie. Slap back in by Bunzeniek's latest goal scorer. Gustav Stickens, the captain, back out onto the ice, but he's hounded there in front by Carlson. Bunzeniek scores! Blake Anderson makes it 3-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Anderson picking up his 77th point. 39 goals. Now for Blake Anderson, in just 32 games played, he's one away from hitting the 40-goal mark for the first time in his GMHL career. Timeout called by the Almaguin Spartans. Almaguin Spartans really started this contest on the right footing. I know we kind of got a mix-up on the scores right now there, but still 3-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Almaguin had the first few shots on goal early, and a few of them did not miss by much for Almaguin. Of course, they probably recognized Dylan Christie, netminder in goal for the Rattlers. Has not played much this season, so he could be a little cold and not maybe warmed up to the game speed, but so far it's so good. For the Bradford Rattlers, they still possess a 3-0 lead. here tonight over the Spartans. An icing called against Bradford. So we're going to have a face-off coming up to the left of netminder Dylan Christie. Richardson will line up into the face-off for the Spartans. Isaac Carlson for the Rattlers, and he won a clean possession to Almaguin. Skirming pass there by Gillian, nearly got across into the dangerous slot area. Richardson got it for Lillian. He's able to slap it on goal, and so Christie will come out of his cage but not play it. Paxton leaving it forward. Keller can touch it up until it stays into the zone, looking for a redirection. There was Lillian. Bryce Furman presented the tip opportunity, just didn't quite connect. Keller able to get a stick on that pass. Breakout so far, not the Rattlers' strongest suit into this contest so far. 11:28 to go in the first. But it's the big 3-0 score that reads on the score clock here tonight. That's the main score that matters. Pick off at center by Boys, and so he fires back to Roman Orikov. Blake Anderson leading his way through center. Chipped it away from Keller, and so racing after it is Kuzminov. Richard Kuchma back up the way for Blake Anderson. Has Carlson to work with here. Anderson's shot fluttered out wide. Blake Anderson still hounding that puck. Got it to Keller. Shot was blocked in front. Asimov may have got a stick on that shot coming from Keller. It comes back for Isaac Carlson now. Gagnon trying to hound over Carlson. A pair of 10s going behind the net. Anderson back to Kuchma, who was calling for it. Has it now with some lane. Richard Kuchma's shot did not miss by much. Got the back blast with the shot, so it kicks back along for the Spartans and an easy clear out of the zone. Kuchma forked it for Rhodeskov. Up to center, he'll get it across to Blake Keller. Has Lesniak behind him, trying to work it for Stemper, just out of reach of him. Stemper leaving it for Boys, and he rattled it back the other way, looking for Hellenius. Found him here, and so it's an easy punch pass along. Kazimov shot it on goal to Christie. Passing through to Gleb Lesniak, has Stemper and Nugamanov to work with here. Biglander trailing in this, a third defenseman there for the Spartans. A check throw it onto Lesniak, who goes down. Vargas touch pass, trying to work for Matvey Mayorov. Works it across for Merit Nugamanov, 21 in green for the Rattlers. Nugamanov pass for Stemper, out of reach of him, and it's slapped back along by Gabriel Dennis. Marcus Vargas, 15 in green to the corner. Worked it along for the corner play of Nugamanov through center, will not go for an icing. Dennis, the Quebec native, hounded there by Russian Gleb Lesniak. Dennis gonna clear the zone, puck bobbled over Nugamanov. He had a clear lane looking at the net. Caught by Zakharov. Played it across, and it's played over by Don Jerome Jaggi. Bigger part that is Danila. Zakharov, 28 in green here for the Bradford Rattlers. Only Rattler in the offensive zone right now, hounding over the Almaguin Spartans, trying to set up a breakout. They're slopping on that last play, and so now it's David Majerchik. We got the Rattlers' second goal here tonight. A bank pass did not quite work. A play for Zakharov. Got it back down, looking for Majerchik again. Terrarium's shot there was blocked in front by Jaggi. Terrarium again, trying to work it back to himself. A punch pass between his legs, and he got it further into the corner for Zakharov. Pinned up against the boards there by Ethan Boyd. Zakharov to the blue line. It's Orikov further back down low for Terrarium. Picked away by Don Jerome Jaggi. He's going to skate it out of the zone himself. 25 in white, laid it across for Stewart. And he'll lay it back into the corner. Jaggi a check on his man. Yolian picks it away, 19 in white. Jared checking his own zone. He spotted Benjamin Terrarium, and he and Zakharov will make their way into the zone. Terrarium found Zakharov to his forehand, going down, trying to stuff it in, and was unable to do so. No call on the play, so it will continue 5-on-5. Look out here, Zakharov, a quick hurry pass for Terrarium, just went too far behind him. Cherchin getting hounded there, effectively there in front. Rebound, Bunzenix, he scores! Bunzenix doubles down. He has 14 on the year, his second tonight, and the Bradford Rattlers have opened a 4-0 lead here from the BWG in Bradford. We have a goaltender change here tonight, folks. Steven Squillante's night is over. Ethan Sensenig makes his way in goal for Almaguin Spartans here tonight, and he's getting thrown into a tricky situation here. Melander got it across, and they nearly tucked one in for their 5th of the period. Rattlers still hounding for more. It's Melander. Will work it across to the blue line. A backhand pass works for Bunzeniks, who on hat-trick watch here in this first period. Richard Kutchma dancing along the line nicely there. He got it further to the corner for Melander. His shot stopped by Sensenig, and it's a big rebound in front for Borisov whacking away. Bunzeniks with Kutchma calling for it, got it back. Pavel Rodskov, his shot, looking for a redirection there, and the rebound followed up by Borisov was handled by Sensenig, and no further play, who gets tested early into his debut into this contest. 7:10 to go here in the first period. It's a 4-0 lead for the Bradford Rattlers. The face-off win for Don Jerome Jaggi in his few stints as a Bradford Rattler. That's one thing I kind of noticed about him right away was his ability to win face-offs. Kind of looking at the Rattlers now, there are some opportunities where they could use a few face-off wins, as you see Christie make a big save on the breakaway against the aforementioned Don Jerome Jaggi. Dylan Christie remaining into this contest here tonight. So you see Isaac Carlson get checked in front there. Ethan Boyes with a nice stick handling move to get his way out of the zone. Rattlers get twisted back along, and so it's Carlson further up the gut for Anderson. His curl and drag shot was blocked by Boyes. Alexander Kazimiov worked it across through center, picked off by Rodskov. Played across for Richard Kutchma. Further down low for Pavel Rodskov. A quick up, and it's touched up by Carlson, so icing will be called. However, they're going to say Carlson did not get a piece of that puck. I know the score clock reads 10 minutes to go, but we actually have 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go here. We're just going to let the clock down this one. We'll edit the time on it live. So as soon as it winds down to 6:17 or wherever it's kind of close to that number, we will stop the clock and kind of start from there. Offensive zone face-off for the Spartans, but Cherchin unable to pull it back. Blake Keller's going to feed his man to the puck. Might have some room here with Carlson. Keller just trying to snap it on goal, but he kind of ran out of real estate there, coming back defensively. It's Gabriel Dennis. Gillian got it across. Justice Stewart, a shot there into the glove of Dylan Christie, and no further play. Christie's been good on the few shots that he has faced here in this first period. Bradford Rattlers goal scorers, a little too much to handle here for the Almaguin Spartans, who have had themselves a rough year this year. Normally a threat to be reckoned with in the GMHL, always a contender for the Russell Cup, but this year something just hasn't been clicking for these Almaguin Spartans. They're sitting towards the very bottom of the GMHL standings. Boyes will step into this one. He'll get it further into the corner. Jared Snepper, a pair of 14s doing battle into the corner. It's Lesnyov unable to clear the zone, but Roman Orikov with a nice pass across for Nugamanov. Defenseman Orikov heading towards that. A backhand pass went astray, and so Lesnyov touches up. And we have a delay penalty coming up here. It's going to go against the Spartans again. And shaken up for the Bradford Rattlers is Marin Nugamanov. He may have got a shoulder or an elbow into the face. Bradford Rattlers will go on their second power play of this period, and they've already cashed in once. It was Anders Bunzeniks getting the first power play goal. He is on hat-trick watch here tonight, and he will be thrown out onto this power play unit. Blake Anderson, Blake Keller, Isaac Carlson, and Richard Kutchma. Face-off win for the Rattlers off the face-off. Possession is so important off the initial face-off to start the power play. Carlson got it across. The Rattlers are going to cycle it up on the perimeter. Got it in front. Bunzeniks, he scores! A hat trick for Bunzeniks in the first period. It's another power play goal for the Bradford Rattlers. It's 5-0 Team Green. Bunzeniks came into this contest with 12 goals. 15 minutes into his next game, he's got 15 on the year. A first period hat trick for Anders Bunzeniks, and And it's a rout now. It's 5-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Dennis threw it across for Justice Stewart's way. Picked off by Derarium, and so he laid it across for Vargas. Chip pass for Derarium, and now Masakov, 20 in green, will lay it across to his defenseman Vargas. Elevated off the boards for Jacob Bundy. Has Derarium to work with here, and so he'll dump it in. Bunzenig's power play goal, his hat trick being announced here by Jordan Richardson, PA announcer here in Bradford. Getting thrown down onto the ice and getting up slow, and an answer here from Derarium, and look out here. An injured player for the Bradford Rattlers on the ice. An athletic trainer out onto the ice for the Bradford Rattlers. Matvey Mayorov punched over to attend to the fallen Rattler player getting up, and that looks like it's going to be David Majerchik. Threw a big hit earlier into this contest and scored a big goal for the Rattlers. I believe it was the second goal of this contest for David Majerchik, and it will be a checking from behind minor penalty against the Almaguin Spartans here tonight. And so after conceiving 2 power play goals against, they're after going to PK once more for the 3rd time in this first period. Bradford Rattlers will send up their top unit onto this power play. It is 5-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Of course, another power play, I should say, upcoming. The penalty kill all year for the Spartans is 77%. Unfortunately for them, that stat will be decreasing here after this contest. Stickins whacked at it, but it'll go up and out of play by Cherchin. 4:19 time remaining in this first period. Early on, it was a pretty good start for the Almaguin Spartans, but the Bradford Rattlers, they just get one opportunity on the power play, and that could open the floodgates right open. Isaac Carlson played it for Richard Kuchma. Going into the corner now for Blake Anderson. Blake Anderson trying the Michigan in front. Had Bunzenix right in front for the rebound as well. Anderson to the blue line, it's Kuchma. Kuchma got it from Keller and got it across to Keller. Anderson worked it across from Carlson. Just went away from him, and so now it's Isaac Carlson again, native of Sweden. Through pass looking for Bunzenix. Good pass there by Anderson. Got it further to the blue line. It's Kuchma. Pass to Keller. His shot screamed wide. Isaac Carlson retrieves the rebound off the bank. Carlson again has his man open at the blue line. It's Kuchma. Won't use him here. It goes cross seam for Keller. Blocking his pass. Stops on a dime. Plays it to Kuchma. Keller. Bunzenix, and he just snapped it wide. Almost got his 4th of the contest there. Bunzenix can wrap it aside for Carlson. It's Carlson down low for Anderson. Anderson to Kuchma. Kuchma has a shooting lane. Uses it. Tees it up, and he just shot it wide. Puck laid behind the net. Boyds couldn't strip it away from Bunzenix. Bunzenix walk it towards the blue line, but Kuchma unable to get there in time. Until the Rattlers need to tag back up onside, and they do so, but they quickly come back in. It's Blake Keller, weaving his way towards the slot, had his pocket picked, but it's a good clear and a second effort attempt made. But no, it's kept in by Melander. First second effort was then slapped back, and so Anderson can turn back in for the Rattlers. Still 20 seconds to go on the power play. Nogomanov will keep the zone alive. Anderson's been up there for this entire power play, gives chase on his man, Thomas Box. Box 2 in white for the Spartans, does clear the zone, and so backpedaling on the Bradford Rattlers. Pavel Rozkov with 8 seconds to go now on the power play. 2:30 to go in the period. Martin Borisov weaving his way back in. Power play has expired. We're back to 5-on-5. Good reception there by Nogomanov on that waist-high pass. Melander in front, back to Borisov. His shot stopped there by Sensanen. Dr. Melander. Chip pass to Borisov, quickly returned it back to Melander, now back to Borisov. To the blue line, Rozkov fanning on that shot attempt, and so it's a clear now for Box. Marcus Vargas wheeling his way back into the Spartan zone, might have a shooting lane here. Vargas will take it wide. On his forehand now to the opposite corner. Looking for a passing lane, will drop it for Rozkov, try to further it in deep for Slesnyov, couldn't do so. So it's slapped back in by the Spartans, and they'll clear it out to center, but it's turned right back by Melker Melander. Pass now for Pavel Rozkov. He'll go wide, a sharp angle shot there, stopped by Sensenig. Gleb Selesnyov will chip it to the blue line, Borisov and Melander. Melander further in deep for Selesnyov, a return for Melander, and now relayed back to Selesnyov. To the corner, it's Borisov, back for Selesnyov, his shot stopped there by Sensenig. Minute 20 to go. I beg your pardon, words. A minute 22 to go here. In this first period, 5-0 for the Bradford Rattlers. It's been a dominant period by Team Green here so far. Danila Zakharov takes the face-off for the Bradford Rattlers, but it's won by the Spartans, and they'll quickly start it out of the zone. It's Justice Stewart. Lost the handle until Jacob Bundy. Played across for Benjamin Durarian. Tyler Baxter from the zone end. Rattlers might just want to play keep away from this last minute of this first period, and they might just do so. Roman Orkov got it across to Tyler Baxter, unless they spot a good breakout attempt there. That was not one. Attempt there by Tyler Baxter. Don't want to be forcing plays that are not there, and it looks like they just did so again. Justice Stewart hounding down low defensively. Danila Zakharov picks it up for the Bradford Rattlers on a curl and drag attempt there. Shot got blocked on its way towards the net. Tyler Baxter unable to slap that puck down, but icing will be waved off with 30 to go here in the period. Baxter laid across for Orkov, who can whip it across for Baxter's way again. Tyler Baxter with Nukamanov and Orkov here, and Stemperline coming onto the ice with 15 seconds to go here in the period. Boys nearly lined up his man. Nukamanov with a chance there to try to ring it back in front of the net, no, couldn't do so. Merritt Nukamanov with 6 seconds to go down the period while falling down, got it towards the slot, picked off by Pecherchin. This is how the first period will conclude. After 20 minutes of play, it's the Bradford Rattlers 4, the Almaguin Spartans 0. We'll be back for the second period of play for the second period after this brief intermission. second period underway here from the BWG. The Rattlers trying to make it 6, and they nearly do there. As you say, Sensenig make a nice save, and then another one off Keller. Rebound in front there. Keller can't whack it away. Carlson was going down on that shot. Couldn't quite stuff it in time. Bradford Rattlers all that close very early on into the second period, getting a 6-0 lead. It's already been a rout so far, but you see Yillian get that shot, and that's a nice glove save by Dylan Christie. Faceoff went right on goal to Dylan Christie. Volkanov unable to clear the zone, but it gets slapped back the other way. It's Bunzeniks on a 2-on-1 with Melander. Bunzeniks to Melander, back in front for Bunzeniks. A little too many passing going on for the Bradford Rattlers, and if you're Melker Melander, you have a clear lane shooting-wise towards the net. Bunzeniks already has 3. Why not just shoot it on the goal and see what can happen? Shoot for a rebound. Maybe Borisov, or I beg your pardon, Bunzeniks can cash in on the rebound, but they're back in for more. Melander nearly caught up to that backhand pass coming. But Ethan Boyce was in the shooting lane to offer good defensive stand-up pressure there. Bunzeniks weaving his way through the entire team, it seems like, before Ethan Boyce can slap it across, but it's kept it into the zone there by Pavel Rodskov. You go D-to-D for Richard Kuchma. Will fake the shot, will skate further into the zone. Richard Kuchma slapped away by Boyce. Good defensive play made by him. He's still hounding over Richard Kuchma. Aaron Nugamanov just trying to slap it in front before it's nearly covered up. Melander, high slot chance, shot stopped by Sensenig, and it'll come right back for Melander again. Look out, Roskov throwing the body up on his man. That was Jacob Boolanger. Melker Melander can lay a pass across for Kuchma. Through center, it's regathered by Gleb Sleznyov. Sleznyov dropped it. Pavel Rodskov further into the corner, looking for Aaron Stemper. He's going to find him. Stemper further across for Sleznyov, picked off there. Yillian just trying to skate it out of the zone, and he'll do so. Pavel Rodskov away from Justice Stewart. Stemper trying to pry that puck free. Sleznyov couldn't do so, and so it's Dennis skating it in further for the Almaguin Spartans. Aaron Stemper will take the rim around. Sleznyov a through pass, and it's Merritt Nugamanov as Aaron Stemper heading towards the goal. Nugamanov a nice move, but Dennis had his skate in the way. Boskin trying to pry that puck free, and he's all over his man Nugamanov. A good steal away by Stewart, but he can't clear the zone. Gleb Sleznyov on his forehand, tried to get a trigger pull, but he was hurried up in front by Stewart, who takes that puck away. Justice Stewart might have a lane here for Almaguin. It's a 2-on-1. His shot, he scores! Justice Stewart gets one on the board for Almaguin. It's 5-1. Justice Stewart picking up his 9th goal on the year. 19 points in 35 games for Justice Stewart now. One of the most, he is 4th in team scoring for the Almaguin Spartans here tonight. That goal could potentially go a long way for the Spartans. They start feeling it like this, the way they were doing and how they started this first period. They might be in a decent position to make a comeback into this contest. Dylan Christie has to make a lateral post-to-post cross-seam save. Keeping it at a 4-goal lead so far for the Bradford Rattlers. Flat back into the zone by Ilian. Tyler Baxter, 17 in green, with an outlet pass to Benjamin Durarian. Zakharov racing up to that puck, on his backhand, big rebound, it's loose in front, backhand chance, trying to stuff it in, was Bundy, couldn't do so. Zakharov got it to the blue line. It's Baxter across for Jacob Bundy. Will wheel his way back in further into the zone, and a save for Sensenig. Sensenig thrown into a tricky spot here tonight. It was pulled after the 4th goal allowed by Steven Squilante. And not too much time elapsed after the netminder got pulled. The 5th goal was scored by the Bradford Rattlers on Sensenig. .16-17 to go here in the second period. That chip chance was pinned up there by Vargas. Maxim Bokanov trying to pry that puck free, but it's taken away there by Isaac Carlson. Carlson got hacked in the wrist there, kind of shrugged it off, maybe looking for a call, didn't get it. Blake Anderson racing after his man, a reverse hit by Anderson. Blake Anderson leaving it for Blake Keller, couldn't pick up that puck. Dennis on the wraparound attempt was kept alive by Meyerhoff. Anderson tried a behind the back pass, couldn't locate the puck. Anderson still back after it, chipped it over top of the net to Keller, landed right to him. Keller going down, the puck is still available, however. Carlson in a battle there, but skating that puck finally out of the zone. It's Maskim Bokanov, and he'll backhand that one further into the zone, or I beg your pardon, it hit a stanchion, and so that puck never ended up getting past the blue line. Blake Keller back into some speed, tried a deke attempt there on Dennis. Carlson picking up the loose change in front, a pass for Anderson. His hot shot was blocked away by Sensenig, and it's up and out of play. Because of the puck going off an Almaguin Spartan player and out of play, the faceoff will remain inside the Almaguin Spartan zone. 15:09 to go here in this second period. Melker Merlander on the faceoff, he couldn't pull it back. Ethan Boyce to whip it across. Boyce lost it in his skates, but Gagnon can wheel it on across, and it's a clearing attempt thrown off and sent back down by Ilya Poskin, so a whistle sounds. .54 to go in the second, still a 5-1 lead for the Bradford Rattlers here tonight from the BWG in Bradford, and we're thankful everyone has tuned in tonight for the Sunday night on ice. Richard Kuchma walked the line and his shot went wide. Pavel Rodskov further back down low behind the net. It'll come for Bunzeniks. To the blue line now, it's Richard Kuchma, lost into his skates, and it'll come out of the zone. The Almaguin Spartans hurrying after that puck. Rodskov thought about the hit. That'll have Justice Stewart to realize that and peel off from the check, and he just had a stick whacked out of his hands, and that's going to be a slashing penalty coming up to the Bradford Rattlers. Pavel Rodskov will head to the box, 2 minutes. Pavel Rodskov for interference is going to be the official call. Spartans getting their first power play opportunity of this contest. They come in tonight with a power play of only 11%. Bradford Rattlers penalty killing sitting at 84% all year. They are first in league for the power play and penalty killing statistic. Pacherchin tried to weave his way in through, lost a handle, but it's Boyce from the blue line. Boyce leaving it across for his man, Mikhail Hillian. His shot, big rebound by Christie. They score on the rebound. Bryce Furman, a power play goal for the Almaguin Spartans. They cut the lead within 3. The Almaguin Spartans have answered with 2 unanswered goals here to start this second period. 14 minutes to go exactly, and it's now a 4-2 game. A few weeks ago, it was a game in Almaguin against the Bradford Rattlers. They came and made the trip up north. A big rebound in front. Christie is down. The puck is loose, and they whack at it. Vargas getting into it with Stewart back behind the play. Majercha coming in and getting a piece of his man. A few weeks ago, it was a contest between the Rattlers and Spartans. It was up in Almaguin. Bradford Rattlers took a 4-0 lead in that contest, and the Spartans did come back in that contest. The Rattlers were able to win that game. I believe it was a score of 7-5 or 6-4 was one of those scores, but a great comeback shown by the Almaguin Spartans. So they have the comeback gene still in them so far. They're still down by 3, a very tall mountain to climb here against, especially the defending Russell Cup champions in the Bradford Rattlers. Never say never. There's been some parity in this league here this year, so you never know. Spartans trying to get that third goal this period, and that could go a long, long way if they can get this game within 2 goals. They always say a 3-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. I beg to differ. If you have a 3-goal lead, you have a 3-goal lead. Rather be tied or you being down 3-0. Icing called here on the Bradford Rattlers. They seem to be on their heels a little bit here because of the Almaguin Spartans so far. Don Jerome Jackie, alternate captain, former Rattler, takes the face-off for the Spartans. It's won by Isaac Carlson, however. Loose puck came into the corner. It's Blake Keller with Blake Anderson. Pavel Rodskov will join the rush to the defenseman. Keller for Rodskov. Back for Anderson. That pass was recepted on his backhand. A tricky situation for Blake Anderson. And so that puck gets twisted back the other way. It's Ethan Boyce, the defenseman. He's going to join the rush as well. Boyce, a great centering feed, but no one in a white uniform was there to receive that pass.